about the creaking on the stairs. I get that every night. If I'm awake, I'll hear like a creaking on the stairs. There's something still here. I sent it away, but Rob was alive downstairs when I was when I had this thing that used to happen up here, because I had something here. Well, it either came with the curtains, because that curtain that goes across there came from a house in Cheltenham, and it was an old house. But they reckon these things can travel with curtains and things. But whether it came or it was here before, I don't know. But it was terrible. I could never get warm in here. It was always cold. I was always ice cold. And I sat here one night in the dark, and I said I was fed up with it, and it had to go. Whatever it was, I was really fed up with it. I said, you'll have to go. You'll have to leave me. And Rob was alive then. I told him about it, and he said, yeah, he said, it came down here. He said, it's down here, because he ain't got no carpets downstairs, because he suffered from his chest complaint, this COPD. And that's the next one to emphysema, and he said, yeah, he said, it's come down here. Because I could hear it at night, rumbling and throwing things. He used to do it in here. He used to rattle, I'd be sat here, and he used to rattle things. Rattle the plates and the things in the drawers. Terrible. There's still something here now. I can hear it cracks and moans, and never seen nothing. Did your mother ever tell you about what happened in her house? When she said someone was knocking the door. I said you should have opened it and had a look outside. I said, nah. I said there wouldn't have been anything there. There never is. There wouldn't have been anything there. I used to get all sorts of things here. All sorts. Used to rattle and bang and knock. Used to do, and I could never get warm. I kept checking the radiator. I was always cold. And yet, when I sat and talked to it and asked it to leave, the moment it left, I started to get warm, feel warmer. Because Lynn, my sister, had a ghostly experience when she was babysitting. I used to go walking there, and she's in the mornings. It was part of me walk. You know, I used to love walking in them days when I could walk. I can't walk now because of this bloody leg. She said of this ghost, she said this thing kept going by her. It was cold, ice cold. She said it used to go by her when she was sat watching the telly looking after these kids. And she said she went outside in the kitchen and all these Rice Krispies was all over the kitchen. You know, it had got the Rice Krispies and like it was a kid. She don't know what it was. She told the people when they come back she babysat for. This woman said, I always thought this place was haunted, but us blokes, we don't believe in things like that, see. I had one experience when I was a kid at Russell Terrace, when I lived in the old house. I had something, I used to sleep with me leg out from under the covers. I don't do it anymore. and I had something scratching the sole of my foot with it, and you know, I lay there for some time and I thought, ooh, what's that? And it happened again. Scratch, scratch, scratch on my foot. Weird. I said to Beryl about the ghost in Russell Terrace, and I said, nah, there was no such thing. But, you know, I don't impose myself. I know what I felt, and I didn't imagine that was real. Sam used to say there was a ghost in her bedroom. Fred, she called it. Fred. But I used to go and play the computer in her bedroom. What they call it, Super Mario. Mm-hmm. And I used to play that. And I sat there for hours and hours and hours, and it never bothered me. But it might have bothered her because children are susceptible to things like that, to ghosts and spirits. I don't believe in ghosts, I believe in spirits. I believe there are such things as spirits. What's the difference? It's a good thing. I've tried to work that out for myself. I don't think there is a difference, to be honest. I don't believe in these things, you know, when you see these people dressed up in grey, and I don't believe in that apparitions. I don't believe in that. But I believe there's something other than us. Well, I know there's something other than us. So there's other things. There's like spirits. There's like it's not like a being. It's like a sense. Then you can sense it, and it's weird, ever so weird. Never seen. They used to tell me that there was a. This used to be like a small holding before they built these flats. Some people told me that live in the houses down the way that a bloke used to tend this small holding, and he was always in this corner. So they always thought it was him, but I don't think it was. I think it was something that I did, because I used to work in these old houses, you know, in Tewkesbury and Cheltenham and Gloucester. Oh, I used to make me peace with the house. I used to sit in the house and I used to say, look, if there's anything here, leave me alone. And I used to say it out loud. If there's anything here, leave me alone. Let me go. I've only come to paint the place. You know, I haven't come to hurt you or to upset anything. I've just come to paint. I've just been asked to paint this room or paint whatever it was. And it used to leave me alone, whatever it was. Well, we used to go to this wassailing, used to do that round the orchards to make the fruit come. You know, you used to wassailing. But we used to buy these lantern things and used to go just sing wassailing, and they used to say wassailing, wassel, wassel, grow, grow, and used to swear at the tree, and every year they used to bloom and grow, and it was weird, ever so weird. We had the ABC of pubs, the Anchor, the Bell and the Crown, the ABC. There was a fourth one, but I can't think what that was. The Anchor, Ball and the Crown, the ABC of pubs. It was like a code in the country, and you did everything to the code. If you wanted a good batch of apples or pears or whatever, you used to go wassailing, and as I said, and they used to grow every year. It used to come. Breednill. There was parts of Breednill I didn't like as well. I used to go walk. I used to park my car. I used to go from here, take my car, and go for miles and miles and miles, and leave the car and go walking. Just go walking in the country, and it was free. Didn't cost anything, see? But there were certain parts that I didn't like. Certain parts that I didn't used to tell you. You used to think, oh, I don't belong here. I shouldn't be here. And you used to have to walk into the next field. You was fine. Certain parts of Breednill I didn't like. There were certain parts. I went back there a couple of times, and I got the same feeling again. Yeah, I could take you there, but it's on the other side. On the other side of the hill. Nobody knows about that tower, you know. It's just there. Nobody knows who built it or who it belongs to. It's strange, ever so weird it is. And if we went down the pub, we would all start talking normally, and we'd end up talking like country yokels. You'd end up talking like country yokels. Hey, that was weird. We had the extremes of every type of weather. We had the ice wind, the ice flood, deepest snow. We was cut off from, nobody could get in and nobody could get out for 3 days. In the snow, the snow was that bad. Because John down the pub, he said, the police can't get out to us and we can't get into the police. He said, so we'll stay open tonight. He said, I'm not closing the pub, and he said, I'm not calling time tonight. He never. I used to like to get down by the river and the old bridge. There was like a car park there, right by the bridge, and used to go and I say park the car, and I used to go walking miles and miles and miles. I used to walk. I loved it. And Nafford Lock, that was up the road. Nafford Weir and Lock. Nafford, that was it. Nafford. It was like a big wetland. They turned it into a big wetland, like in Gloucester, like Peter Scott's place. He's got a wildfowl trust there. Peter Scott. They turned parts of Nafford into a wetland, and you could sit up high on like a fence thing, like a stile. You could sit and watch the water flow, and it was nice, ever so nice. I loved it. I love living there. Manor House, yeah. And the Manor House is a little bit farther on the left, up on the bank. Multi-millionaire had that. Had it all done up. It used to all be lit up at night. The Manor House. I could see the gables all lit up. Yeah, he paid to have it all lit at night.